was a dark and stormy night when David was walking through the cemetery. He spots a grave, and it says, Wilford.
Change.
It says, Among Us.
Change.
It says, Munk. And he thinks to himself, Munk? Where have I heard that from? He pulls out his phone, searches Cringe O'Clock, this horrifying channel who have just uploaded a very spooky Halloween special. He sees, oh, what's this? Puppet Squad. He's like, oh no, it's the ghost of Christmas past. What is he doing here on Halloween? And David thinks to himself, oh, I gotta get out of here before the ghost must rise from the grave.
Change.
I gotta stay here and await the ghost.
Change.
I have to teleport to South Africa. So David teleports to South Africa, and he thinks to himself, oh, there's clearly no way he'll get me here. So he goes into a nice pub, buys himself a spooky beer, and then he tells the bartender, wait, my beer tastes a little funny. What, is there something in this? It tastes kind of like piss.
Change.
It tastes kind of like drugs. Did you put something in this? He asked the bartender. The bartender lifts off his mask and reveals the ghost of Christmas Munk. And Munk goes, it was me the whole time! David freaks, and he cries, and he doesn't know what to do, for he has been poisoned by the ghost of Christmas Munk. And he runs out of the bar, going to another nearby cemetery, this time a South African cemetery, and he finds a grave that says his name on it. David cries. He's like, no, this cannot be.
Change.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It would make sense that I'm gonna die. This is a scary story after all. So David crawls and cries into the grave, and then below the grave he finds a series of stairs that lead down to another bar, and he's like, what is this? Inception? David goes into the new bar that says Spooky Bar, and he's just like, whoa, this shit kinda poppin' in here.
Change.
This shit looks gay. And there's a lot of skeletons in here. They must be dead people. What is this underground bar doing beneath my grave? David thinks to himself. He goes up to the dead bartender, and he asks him, well, can I get a bone broth?
Change.
Can I get penicillin? The spooky bartender goes, man, that's about the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard. I'm rattling in my bones. And David goes, well, I appreciate the spooky pun, but I gotta get out of here. I'm not supposed to be dead. The bartender says, well, if you're in a grave, you're clearly meant to be dead, so I don't know what to tell you, man. David cries. He runs to the bathroom in search of finding answers, but all he finds in the toilet is a giant pile of shit. David digs through the shit and finds a key. He's like, oh, this must be my key to freedom.
Change.
This must be the key to the bathroom volume 2. David runs to bathroom volume 2, unlocks the door, and inside is a burning fireplace. David thinks to himself, well, that seems kind of boring. David walks towards the fire. Suddenly the fire disappears, and out from the flames births Munk, not in ghost form, for he has birthed again, and he says to David, the fuck are you doing here, man?
Scene.